Here's the Mail today. Look at this. That's the headline on the Markle thing. Did they think twerking like trailer trash teens would endear them to the masses? So is it oversharing, posting a video of yourself twerking where you're trying to induce pregnancy or whatever? You are, it was Princess Lilibet's 4th birthday yesterday, so Meghan shared a video of her dancing in hospital ahead of giving birth. Let's see it.
You gon' do that, baby mama. Drop it down, down low. Drop it down, down low. Drop it down, low. Do that, baby mama, when I step out on the top. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
I don't know whether that is the definition of twerking, because I think if you twerked while 8 months pregnant, genuine, there'd be danger. I'm not sure. There's a lot of bum move. Oh well, I'd say that. So. I don't know where is she in the maternity unit there?
Yes,
yeah, that's not their bedroom, is it? Harry was moving around a bit, and then he kind of backed out of the shot. James, are you offended by this?
No, not at all. I see a really happy...
Here he comes.
I see a really happy, excited couple about to enjoy the arrival of their newborn child, having a bit of fun. That's twerking, there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
But she's just living her life. I mean, yes, she's sharing it on social media, so she knows the Daily Mail are going to be furious because they're furious with everything that she ever does, it seems to me. But yeah, she's not doing anything wrong. She's just an excited young mum. And I might be wrong. Am I right in thinking that physical activity and a little bit of movement
dancing
can help
to move
help with the birth and
Yeah.
help get things moving? So. Yeah, I just don't understand why people are so furious with her all the time.
I don't know why I find it cringy. I do. So I showed my daughter this and she said, oh, Mum, that's really cringe. My daughter's 14.
Yeah.
And she said, if you did that, I'd be a bit embarrassed. I think it's because they've had this big thing about privacy. We didn't see the child's face. We still don't see the children's face. And then they're sharing. This is quite an intimate moment,
Well, you certainly don't see the child's face there, do you? I mean,
no,
but yeah, so we've got some photos of her and Harry since the birth of Lilibet, and you can see they do go to lengths actually to make sure that rather beautiful photo there.
But the privacy thing around their children is so big, and this is a very private moment. So I'm like, what do you want to? You know what I mean? I think people find it like. It's fine, you can twerk and this is a husband and wife little moment, whatever, but why would you share that on social media when you don't share other things?
But I'd counter that by saying that we're in a world now where everything is shared on social media and we kind of expect this sort of thing. I've had colleagues at work that have given birth and shared really quite intimate...
But they don't, though. They do selected things. They don't share everything,
I suppose they have also complained about their privacy being invaded.
Yeah.
And there's nothing more intimate than that. When my wife was pregnant with our first, so we're going back here 2 decades, she did a little dance around the kitchen 8 months pregnant, and it was beautiful to see her do it, and I had this little film. And I said, oh, let me share this. And she said, don't you dare. Because I think she had an instinctive feeling that is quite an intimate thing. She was fully clothed, but it's just she just didn't feel anyone else should see it.
But I don't know why I feel cringy watching it. Would I feel cringy if it was somebody else? I don't know.
Well, that's the question of whether, in a way, this thing, let's just hold this head, is this dance that she's done here smoking out the people who've got hatred in their hearts? That is the question. Whether it's smoking them out.
I don't hate her.
Well, no, you don't. You just said cringe. That's not.
I just find it a bit cringy.
I'm not suggesting you do. I just think some people are triggered by it in a big way.
Yeah.
Vivian in Dorset, are you upset by it?
Yes, I am.
Right.
I think she's a disgrace to the royal family and she shouldn't behave like this in public. Who wants to see her in that condition?
Blimey, there's a lot there.
The condition's pregnancy. That's fine to see the condition.
Well, she's moving around though.
Yeah.
What I mean is to have it on television and be public about it. Why do we want to see that? Most people don't behave like that. I don't know anybody who behave like that and want to show themselves twerking.
James, you answer Vivian here.
Hi, Vivian. What is it particularly about the video that offends you so much? Is it the dancing? Is it what she's wearing? Is it the fact that she's a royal? Is there anything about the video itself that offends you so much?
Well, she's very very pregnant, and I just think it's a private matter between two people not to be shown. Whoever wants to see that, I cannot imagine. It is because she's royal as well, and she doesn't. She lets the royal family down in this way.
But we don't treat her like she's royalty anymore, though, do we?
Well, I think she's a duchess, isn't she? Isn't that good?
Yeah, she did. She did get. I remember in her recent documentary, she'd corrected a friend who called her Meghan Markle and said, "I'm actually Duchess of Sussex." Vivian, thank you. I note your anger there. Actually, stay there, Vivian. Alison in Suffolk, are you angry as well?
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Well, can you explain? Vivian is there. Can you explain why Vivian shouldn't be angry? Because I'm not making any headway.
Okay, right. Firstly, there's been a lot of speculation online, really horrible speculation that these babies don't exist. And it was a moon bump. Well, basically, she's shown them that it isn't. As your male guest has said, what's wrong with it? They're a young couple. And I think it's what the royal family need.
Let me just put that to Vivian. I didn't know this, Vivian, but there's apparently some wackos online speculating that they've never actually had any children. So,
well, that is absolutely preposterous. I can't understand that.
No.
But be that as it may, royals don't behave like that. If you go into the royal family, you do not behave like that.
Alison, royals don't behave like that.
Well, no. I'm sorry. I think the royals need to loosen up a bit. They are human beings. We are a long time dead, and I just think this makes them so relatable. And it's a trend online. You only have to look at all the videos.
Yeah.
You know, it's why not? There's nothing wrong with it.
Vivian,
if she was stood there naked and then different story. But she's not. It's just a fun video.
Vivian, how about that?
You say they're so relatable. The royal family is so relatable. I don't agree with that. I have seen the Queen in public at a horse event.
Wow.
But you don't. I mean, the late Queen. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you don't see the royals. They are very highly protected, and I don't think we want sort of behaviour of showgirls or chorus girls, which is I think how Meghan behaves, like a chorus girl.
Okay, Vivian, thank you so much. Thank you, Alison, as well. Wow, people get cross about stuff.
But Jeremy, I think to be fair, when I see William dancing like the dad dance, I find that cringy. I think it's any royal pretending to get down with the people. I find it quite cringy. It's like they don't know how to do it.
Princess Margaret, God rest her, the idea that she was this paragon of good behaviour, for example, or Edward VIII. My God.
We're all human. We're all capable of being cringy. I'm sure you're cringy.
I'm cringy every day on my social media.
Well, yeah, private, but I don't upload it. I don't know. Probably do.
Yeah, that's up for debate.
Look, where are the complaints about Prince Andrew?
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you very much.
He's done more than twerk. Yeah. Rosie in Essex, hello.
Hello, good morning. Well, I'm waiting for South Park. It's going to be amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it. I at the end of the day, they are monetarising the royal title. If they just want to go away, do what they want, twerk as much as she wants, he can do his dad dance, stop using the royal title, because we do hold up the royal family as something, well, I do, because I'm a royalist, as people who are special. They behave with dignity. This isn't dignified.
But wasn't the big moment, Rosie, where that changed, Diana, who actually didn't behave like she was all bottled up, and she let a bit of emotion. She would have twerked. Diana would have twerked.
No. I don't know. Diana was the same age as I am.
Yeah.
And I held her up to... She was somebody I couldn't believe what she was doing at the age of 20. I had so much regards and respect for her, but she always respected the royal family. I think sometimes that gets lost in history.
Well, I think it might, but that's the thing, isn't it? By respecting them, she possibly went on a path to her own death, sadly. Because had she left the country or got out of it, she might not have died. And it's the saddest thing in the world. Thanks, Rosie. Helen in Middlesbrough, hi.
Hi.
Well, we brought the atmosphere down there, haven't we? What do you think?
I think the way people are going on is a bit ridiculous. Nobody's forcing you to go to our Instagram account. The people go on like they'll have a gun held to their head, being forced to watch and listen to things Meghan says. And the privacy thing, that makes me laugh. How many people don't understand the definition of privacy? Privacy means you get to decide what information is out there about you, not somebody else.
True. Good point made. I think good point made.
And
Spot
no,
on.
I don't think that's totally true. If I say, look, every time I'm in the park, I want to be photographed, and then I'm in the park one day on a Sunday, and I say, well, hang on a minute, it was Saturday, I don't want to be I can't say that.
Yes,
that's
you
the
can.
point. No, I can't.
You have a right to your privacy, and you can define what your privacy is.
Yeah, they're your
Jeremy.
terms.
No, you can't, but I don't set the terms. Once I've said I want to be photographed in the park, I can be photographed on any day in any park. And I can't then say, no, this is the wrong day in the wrong park. And that's a little bit like what they've done, isn't it? That they've decided they want publicity on their own terms. That doesn't work.
I think they've just shared a really wholesome, funny video of her prancing around going into Labour.
But I think it's in context. We're not just it's in context with everything they've said about you do not do this, we cannot show you that, we don't want this, we don't and now we're going to put out our own little videos. People are a bit confused.
Thanks, Helen. Teresa in Kent, last call on this. What do you think?
She definitely hasn't got a pillar up her jumper.
No, of course she hasn't. She's probably
pregnant belly.
We know that, yeah.
With monitor things on it. She's twerking to get her hips ready to push out a baby. She's not laying in a bed screaming her head off, blood and guts everywhere. And if you want cringy, just remember when Fergie was sucking some bloke's toes on the paper.
Yay!
Fair play.
Cringy.
I think he was sucking her toes. His name was John Bryan.
But she didn't put that out.
That was, in fairness, that was her financial
invasion.
advisor. Oh, yeah, that was proper invasion of her privacy, Teresa. She wasn't doing that in Piccadilly Circus.
That's right.
No, but it was the press that put it out there. Like they've put this video out there. Meghan's put it on her social media. Good luck to her. And I'm not even a Meghan fan. But look what's there. Harry's there, the father of her child.
Yep.
Good luck to him. Push that baby out and good luck to the parents.
Brilliant. I love it.
Spot
Come on every day, Teresa.
Well done, Teresa.
Fantastic. Push it out. Later, it's the pavers.
Good luck to him.